All right, ninth graders, let's talk about problem number 1. It says, what solutions for X make this inequality true? So there are a couple of different ways you could solve this. Probably the most time-consuming way to solve this would be to take each one of these answers, replace it in the inequality for X, solve, and see if it's true. That would work, but I think that it's actually easier for us to solve this inequality first. So let's write down 4. This is on your scratch paper that you have out because you're not a wild animal. 4 is less than or equal to x fourths plus 4. Okay, I'm going to solve this inequality. I know that the first thing I need to do, I have to subtract 4. Subtract 4. 4 minus 4 is 0. On the other side, 4 minus 4 is also 0, but that is a number. You can write down the 0 there. 0 is less than or equal to x over 4. That's an x. Okay, how do you undo x over 4? Well, what's the inverse operation of dividing? Multiplying. Okay, so multiply by 4 on both sides. Multiplying and dividing by 4 are inverse operations. When you multiply and divide by 4, you get 1. Over here, 4 times 0 is 0. And that is 0 is less than or equal to x. All right, so it's saying that 0 is less than or equal to x. It's kind of hard to think about it that way. So you can also remember, flip this thing around. You can say that x goes over here, 0 goes over there, and you just have to reverse the symbol in the middle because remember, it opens up toward x. So we would have x with the opening toward x and 0. So all of your answers have to be bigger than or equal to 0. Okay, so is 3 greater than or equal to 0? Yeah. It is, so click it. Is 0 greater than or equal to 0? Yes. How about negative 5? No, that's smaller than 0. Negative 2 is also smaller than 0. 7 is bigger than 0, so I'm going to click it. And there are my 3 answers. You're going to do something similar for question number 2, where you're going to solve it and see if the solutions satisfy the inequality that you get. All right, let's look at the next problem. The next one that I want to go over is problem number 6. All right, what is the graph to this inequality? This is a compound inequality because there's an or statement in the middle. So I have negative 5x is greater than or equal to 35, or x plus 7 is greater than or equal to 17. All right, let's see what we get here. So I'm going to solve this one first. How do you undo multiplying by negative 5? Well, you divide by negative 5. In the back of your head, you should be thinking, we're dividing by a negative. Yeah, we are. Okay, so when we divide by a negative, remember, the symbol reverses. Instead of greater than or equal to, it's going to be less than or equal to because of that division by a negative number. So I have x is less than or equal to, and 35 divided by negative 5 is negative 7. I still have my or statement in the middle. And then on the other side, I've got x plus 7. I can subtract 7 on both sides. And on the left, I still have x. I don't change the symbol because I didn't multiply or divide by a negative on that one. So it only applies to the side of the compound inequality that you're working on. And then 17 minus 7 is 10. Okay, so we need one of our graphs to be lower than negative 7 or greater than or equal to 10. So both of these are going to be closed circles. So let's find, this one's an and statement, so I'm going to ignore it. This one's at positive 1. I don't want that. This one goes above 7. It's got to be this last one. Let's just make sure. Negative 7, yes. And then it goes lower than negative 7. And right here, this is counting by 2, so that is higher than or equal to 10. Remember, the orders are shuffled, so yours might not be the same like 4th option. It might be a different order for you. Okay, keep trying these. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm more than happy to help.